Don't get ready for this. A lot of people in the cryptocurrency world think that BlackRock, the biggest company in the world, already has a lot of XRP Ripple coins. Doesn't it sound crazy? Things get even stranger. Professionals say BlackRock is about to raise the price of XRP to levels that have never been seen before. Some believe it will go as high as $2,000, 0 cents, or even more. That's pretty cool, right? You can't miss a line that points up. This movie will blow your mind. Without further ado, let's get right to the point. Nota bene. There are a lot of stories going around about cryptocurrencies, and XRP is at the center of them all. For a long time, XRP has been one of the digital investments with the most institutional links. Not just a coin, but there's a new twist. BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager, taking care of more than $9 trillion, 0 cents. Zero. Some say the company is already buying XRP behind the scenes and is getting ready to launch an ETF that is linked to it. It all started with a series of strange but interesting tweets. One by John Squire said that a lot of people in Edo hadn't seen the link. The other piece Farina wrote before May Lynch owns a lot of BlackRock and has a lot to do with the business, he said. Bank of America bought Merrill Lynch when the economy crashed in 2008. As of now, Bank of America is a recognized Ripple partner and uses XRP to send money between countries. Fina wrote that when you put everything together, what seemed guesswork turned out to be a well-thought-out plan that was right there in plain sight. BlackRock, which is working on XRP and may also be working on an XRP ETF behind the scenes, added fuel to the fire. He wrote that the CEO is staying quiet, which made it seem like this might be done on purpose, maybe so BlackRock can build its case before going public. For them, that wouldn't be weird. Vandal Aljara, one of the owners of Black Swan Capitalist, agreed with the view. In a post on XRP, he said that BlackRock already has XRP. Someone who knows their plan said that they're always one step ahead. This makes it sound like the company has been quietly gathering these assets for a long time before they were made public. We'll talk about it soon, but why? Why would a big company like BlackRock fret about XRP at all? The three-letter acronym that's getting a lot of attention in crypto and banks might hold the key. A regular market lets you sell an ETF. The main thing it is a group of stocks, commodities, or cryptocurrencies. It's like a money selling machine at a stock market. People can invest, people can buy XRP ETF shares with just one click, just like they can buy Apple or Tesla stock. There are no tricky wallets or sketchy sites for them to deal with. People and organizations that couldn't join before can now, thanks to this new rule. Now, think about what would happen if BlackRock issued an XRP ETF. Based on the company's name and reach, this kind of behavior would be expected. Institutions can trust each other more than ever. It wasn't just money, it was a message. Wall Street would finally agree to use XRP for the things Ripple has been working on for years. Instant payments are possible across countries, and institutions can keep an eye on their cash flow. The number of banking partners is also growing. XRP is in a special position to benefit from this change. The best legal path for XRP is this is the end of years of court cases in the US. XRP is not an investment. Ripple and other big investors can now do business without having to worry about the SEC. This makes things clearer, which solves the last problem for businesses like BlackRock. It used to be illegal to put money into XRP. That's it, a friendly invitation. Black, quick and quiet is what Rock is known for. That is why it would fit right in if it is really collecting XRP behind the scenes. The company won't say anything until the job is filled. This means that traders who sell low and quickly give up or hesitate may be selling their XRP to banks for very little money. This is even more interesting because of BlackRock's past. Instead of going after hype, they spent their money on making strong bases. They don't want a quick flip. They want to stay in charge for a long time. So the idea that they're buying a lot of XRP shouldn't be thrown out as a myth. It goes with the beat, the time, and how things make sense. Isn't it interesting? The BlackRock won't just stand there and look at. Of course, if they are, they will change prices. If they do, the price of XRP will not only go up, it might explode. But how high can it really go? What kind of growth do we need to talk about? Don't worry, the math has already been done and the results will blow your mind. In the crypto world, XRP is still getting a lot of attention, but not because of all the hype. The more you look at it, the more it looks like a sleeping giant. The way Ripple Queen said it would be, there are many signs that big organizations may already be working together behind the scenes. The charts show that April might be slow, even though there might be short-term drops. Soon it will be time for the real fun. He and a lot of other people think that May and June will be wonderful changes. Now, even though XRP is behind, that can change very quickly as we have seen in the past. We thought of the last rise when we saw the XRP Avengers. In the last pump, we saw how quickly XRP gained 70%. Next time, the pump will be bigger. If you say it makes sense, that's not enough. I believe we are about to enter a fear of losing out period, where most small buyers will chase green candles while early buyers do very well. There are also price goals, some of which are attainable and some of which are not. Steph sent out a tweet that made XRP worth $2,000, 0 cents. Could that really happen? It might not happen right away, but it shows that people in the XRP community are changing their minds. A lot of people have high hopes. Ida also makes a point that is more grounded, but still very strong. He just wrote that if the market were working properly, XRP should already be worth more than $100, 0 cents. He stands by what he says, even though it's a big claim. Fina says the most important thing hasn't happened yet, though. He thinks that XRP is still tied to Bitcoin's moves, like many other altcoins. I think the candle will go off like never before when XRP finally splits off from Bitcoin. That one line he wrote hurts a lot. XRP will stop being affected by Bitcoin's ups and downs and start moving based on its own factors. What will happen then? Things are getting ready, the law is clear, organizations are interested, and the tools are already in place. What you've heard about BlackRock and an XRP ETF is likely to come true. This cap is going to get worse over time. It's not just about the price anymore, whether it's $2, 0 cents, $10, 0 cents, $100, 0 cents, or even $2, 0 cents. It's about XRP finally being accepted into the new money system. Now let's talk about the people Ripple works with. Things are going to get really exciting soon. There's a reason for these deals to go through. They were planned ahead of time. Change the way global business works in the future. A big sign that costs are going up, but most people don't see it. It's still early, but soon Ripple will be in charge of the whole thing, and it will be too late. What you're about to hear will blow your mind. To adopt something around the world doesn't just mean to use XRP, it's becoming more real as Ripple grows. Ripple is now a part of how big banks work. It was recently added to the Bank for International Settlements Cross-Border Task Force on Payments and Market Infrastructure. One of the most important signs that things are changing is this. It's important that the European Central Bank, MasterCard, and SWIFT are all part of the task group. Their job is to make faster and easier to use cross-border funds around the world. John Squire, a famous social media user, recently said that